What is going on YouTube? It's me, Austin, here from Just Ralph Fanny Productions, and I have decided to stay away from camcorders because of the bad luck that I've had in the past. So I've decided to keep things simple and get a GoPro camera. Now I know that these are not normally used for rail fitting, but they are mainly people mainly use them for vlogs and recording and doing different things like taking a dive in the ocean and maybe attach it to the helmet and do some sporting events. But anyway, this is not what I actually bought this for. This is the newest model that they have out that came out last month, back on September 10th of 2024. This one does shoot at high dynamic range for video, which is something that my previous camcorders that I did have could not do. So I expect this to be closer to the quality that my camcorder has, or should I say my cell phone. So we're going to take it out of the packaging here, and we'll go ahead and continue on with this unboxing. I just want to note that this video is not sponsored or endorsed by GoPro. Everything in this video is just my first impressions. Now, so you know, I did not use my Social Security money to buy this. For those of you that did not know, or may have followed me on Facebook, I just want to say that evidently my camcorder suffered from a variety of different falls, and unfortunately they said that they were unable to fix it, so they gave me an in-store gift card of a balance of $719 is what Anthony and I financed when we got the Panasonic VX870. So I just want to keep things simple here. Now, I don't know if I'm going to send this thing back or not. I may have to. But if I do decide to keep it, then that 301 balance is going to go back to Anthony, and I can hand him over the gift card, and he will have $300 to spend at Best Buy. Only because it would be fair, since he financed this whole thing for me, and I gave him money to do it. So it'd only be fair. In the box, it says it's made in Thailand, which kind of confused me a little bit, because I read on Google that their camcorders, or should I say their cameras, are made in the United States over there in California, but it looks like for this year's model, they must have decided to made them in Thailand instead of the United States. But anyways, I just hope that's not going to mean that the quality will go downhill with it. But anyway, I'm going to have to pause the video here so I can get this thing unpackaged. Alright, so here's what it looks like out of the bag. The specs are the fact that you can shoot in 5.3K at 60 frames per second, or you can shoot at 4K 120, 2.7, 240 video. You have 13 times burst slow-mo at 720p 400, and what's really cool about this thing is the fact that you can shoot in HDR. HDR stands for high dynamic range. So you can't shoot in HDR with this thing. Then you also have the lens mod auto detection. You have a 25 megapixel camera. You have a super photo, HDR raw photos, hyperview, 177-inch ultra wide FOV. You have a time lapse with time warp 3.0, a 10-byte color, night effects. So this thing is loaded to the gill, and I'm also wanting to note as well that they did bring back GPS for this year's model, just so you know. So, I'm going to go in and get this unpackaged, and then we'll go on and see my first impressions.